Hey everyone, it's Tekimesh here. Uh, Continuing on my conversations about grief and getting to that point. So, one of the things that as a human being you experience um, when the death is a death of a loved one is you start realizing what your social capital is, how your friends, your loved ones will show up for you. And I know sometimes we spend a lot of time at work, building careers and everything, but it is very lonely if you don't have friends when you lose a loved one. Uh, it is very lonely, and one of the things that you experience is quiet times. That's the very dangerous place to be when you're mourning, because what happens is you're quiet, you want to take off the quietness. So someone will resort to uh, going away from the house, doing something just to be out of the house. But when you have the social capital, and sometimes you expect your friends from work to show some, your work might just send you a card, send you a flower, and say, hey, our condolences, and that's it. When you have your boys or your girls come around and they hang around you and not even talk about what has happened, just talk about everything, talk about each and everything, it kind of brings you around. So, if you've never gone through grief, this is one thing I'd recommend. Have your friends closer. Even the Bible says there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother. And sometimes those are the people that God put around you to carry you such a tough time. So for me, there were a lot of people who came through a lot, and it helped a lot because it was traumatic, uh, very traumatizing, and just going through that process helped a lot. Um, Opened the doors to different preachers to come to speak to me, to our family. Um, had a lot of calls on the phone, and they just get that process. So while the preparation was going on, also the heart was being comforted. But that does not mean that I was not in mourning. I was in work, and I wanted to talk about work during uh, morning period. A lot of times you might find yourself in work, you might be working, and working is planning. And if you work a lot and you finish, you go through the process of the funeral and you finish, it will get you. One cousin of mine ended up in the hospital for a week after going through his father's funeral, and it was a lot of work. And the work here is, you have people coming to console you, but you also are planning. You sometimes sleep very little. You have no sleep at all. You don't eat well, and the body takes the toll. So also that is the other important thing to do. Watch if you're working, and if someone who's working during their morning period, while it might look like that is how they're morning, it is always good to step in and ask. Let me say this: a lot of people would come and say, "Let me know where you need help." When someone is mourning, they don't know where they need help. They don't know. It is you to come and say, "Hey, give me your keys. Let me go clean your house. Give me the book. Let me take the notes for you. Wait, you go ahead and speak, and do whatever. I'll write the numbers. I will do the whatever. I will call this place. I will call for the flowers. I will call for the funeral home. Do the work for them. Don't say, hey, when you need anything, call me. Because when they need anything, the brain doesn't remember, oh, uh, Joe over here told me to call, or Peter over there told me to call. Now they don't do that. They just call. It is a blank place to be. So the most you can do at that time is offer yourself, not offer and say, "Do reach out to me." Oh, no, no, no. You take the task and own it, and that is one of the ways that uh, you can help someone going through this. So a lot of work can be done at that time, And unfortunately, it takes a toll after the funeral.